Bitcoin. To understand Bitcoin, you need to go back to 2008. The global financial system collapsed. Banks that people trusted their entire lives turned out to be reckless. Governments printed billions to bail them out. Ordinary people lost their homes, their savings, their jobs, while the institutions that caused the crash got rescued. A lot of people were asking the same question. Why do we have to trust these people with our money? 1 year later, in 2009, someone, or possibly a group of people, going by the name Satoshi Nakamoto, released an answer. A new kind of money that doesn't require you to trust anyone. Not a bank, not a government, not even the person you're sending money to. Nobody knows who Satoshi is. That mystery has never been solved. Bitcoin runs on something called a blockchain. Think of it as a shared spreadsheet recording every transaction, but instead of sitting on one company's server, it's copied across hundreds of thousands of computers worldwide simultaneously. To cheat it, you'd need to hack all of them at the same time. That's basically impossible. And here's the detail that makes Bitcoin different from any currency ever created. There will only ever be 21 million of them. That number is written into the code and can never be changed. No government can print more. No company can inflate it. It's the first genuinely scarce digital asset in human history. That's why people call it digital gold, and why one coin is worth tens of thousands of dollars. But Bitcoin has a limitation, and that limitation is exactly why the next coin on this list was created. Ethereum. In 2013, a teenager named Vitalik Buterin looked at Bitcoin and asked a different question. What if a blockchain could do more than just transfer money? What if it could run programs? Ethereum introduced smart contracts. Think of them like a vending machine. You put money in, the conditions are met, the outcome executes automatically. No middleman, no bank, no lawyer, no waiting. The contract does exactly what it says it will do every single time. That one idea unlocked everything. DeFi, decentralized finance where you can borrow and lend without a bank. NFTs, decentralized apps, entire financial systems built on top of Ethereum with no company owning any of it. If Bitcoin is digital gold, then Ethereum is digital infrastructure. The foundation almost everything else in crypto is built on. But Ethereum has a problem too, and it's one you've probably felt if you've ever tried to use it. Stablecoins. Here's the problem with crypto that nobody talks about enough. The prices are absolutely insane. Bitcoin has dropped 80% in a single year. Ethereum has done the same. If you're trying to actually use crypto to buy things or run a business, that kind of volatility makes it basically unusable. That's the problem stablecoins solve. Tether and USDC are both always worth exactly $1. Always. They're backed by real dollar reserves sitting in a bank. They give you all the speed and programmability of crypto with none of the volatility. They're the hidden circulatory system of the entire crypto economy. BNB started as a simple loyalty token for the Binance exchange. Use BNB to pay your trading fees and you get a discount. That's it. Simple. But Binance built an entire blockchain around it. Now BNB powers thousands of apps, games, and financial services on the BNB chain. What started as a discount coupon became the fuel for one of the largest blockchain ecosystems in existence. Solana. Ethereum has a traffic problem. When too many people use it at the same time, it gets congested and fees spike to insane levels. Solana was built specifically to solve that. Where Ethereum processes around 15 transactions per second, Solana handles 65,000. The fees are fractions of a cent. It achieves this through something called proof of history, essentially a built-in clock that timestamps every transaction before it's confirmed, letting the network process everything in parallel instead of one at a time. The result is a blockchain fast enough to run real-time applications, games, and financial systems at actual scale. And wait until you hear about the one that's working directly with the banks. XRP. Send money internationally through a bank right now, and you're looking at 3 to 5 business days and fees that can eat 5 to 10% of your transfer. The system runs on infrastructure built in the 1970s and hasn't meaningfully changed since. XRP was built to replace that system. Send any amount of money anywhere in the world in 3 seconds for fractions of a cent. And unlike most crypto, XRP isn't trying to replace banks. It's trying to work with them. Major financial institutions are already using Ripple's technology. That makes XRP one of the most practically adopted coins on this list. Cardano. Cardano takes a completely different approach to building a blockchain. Where most projects ship fast and fix problems later, Cardano does the opposite. Every single feature is peer-reviewed by academic researchers before it gets built. The founder, Charles Hoskinson, who also helped build Ethereum, believes the only way to build something that lasts is to build it slowly and correctly the first time. The result is a blockchain with a strong academic foundation and a deeply committed community. It moves slower than competitors, but the people building on it believe slow and right beats fast and broken every time. Polkadot. Here's a problem most people never think about. Every blockchain we've talked about so far operates in complete isolation. Bitcoin can't talk to Ethereum. Ethereum can't talk to Solana. They're islands with no bridges between them. In a world where crypto is supposed to replace financial infrastructure, that's a massive problem. Polkadot was built to solve exactly that. It's a relay chain, a central connector that lets completely different blockchains communicate and share data with each other. Bitcoin talking to Ethereum, Solana talking to Cardano. Polkadot is the infrastructure that makes that possible. Litecoin. If Bitcoin is gold, then Litecoin is silver. Created in 2011 by a former Google engineer, Litecoin takes everything Bitcoin does and makes it 4 times faster with lower fees. It was never designed to replace Bitcoin. It was designed to complement it. Use Bitcoin to store large amounts of value. Use Litecoin to actually spend money day to day. And wait until you hear about the one that started as a joke and ended up worth billions. Dogecoin. In 2013, 2 software engineers created a joke. They took Bitcoin's code, put a Shiba Inu dog meme on it, and called it Dogecoin. The whole point was to make fun of how seriously people were taking crypto. Nobody was supposed to actually use it. Then Elon Musk tweeted about it. Then Reddit adopted it. Then it hit an $80 billion market cap. A coin created as a joke became one of the most valuable assets on Earth purely through internet culture and collective belief. Dogecoin has no supply cap, no technical roadmap, no revolutionary innovation. What it has is culture, and in crypto culture can be worth more than code. Okay, last one. And it might be the most technically ambitious project on this entire list. Avalanche. Crypto has what's called the blockchain trilemma. The idea that a blockchain can only be 2 of 3 things: fast, secure, and decentralized. Nail 2, and you sacrifice the third. Every blockchain we've covered makes that trade-off. Bitcoin is secure and decentralized but slow. Solana is fast but has had centralization concerns. Avalanche claims to solve all 3. It uses a consensus mechanism where validators randomly sample each other in rapid waves until agreement cascades through the whole network like a rumor spreading through a crowd until everyone knows. Transaction confirmed in under 2 seconds. And with subnets, anyone can spin up a custom blockchain inside the Avalanche ecosystem with its own rules, its own token, backed by Avalanche's speed and security. A blockchain for a game, a blockchain for a bank, a blockchain for anything. It's one of the most ambitious technical bets in the space. So here's the full map. Bitcoin, digital gold. Ethereum, programmable blockchain. Tether and USDC, stable anchors. BNB, full ecosystem. Solana, built for speed. XRP, cross-border payments. Cardano, research first. Polkadot, the connector. Litecoin, Bitcoin's practical sibling. Dogecoin, a meme and a lesson. Avalanche, the most ambitious technical bet in crypto. You came into this video not really knowing what any of this was. Now you do. That matters. If this actually helped, subscribe. We break down complex money and power topics in plain English regularly. And if you know someone who has been nodding along in crypto conversations without actually understanding what's being said, send them this. That's exactly who it was made for. See you in the next one.